when you're doing online marketing, whether it be from an email through to pay-per-click, SEO, social media, you're in a position whereby you can track every step of the process. There's some really good tools out there, things like HubSpot, which track inbound marketing. But all the way through the process, you can test and measure every step of the way. And it's really important that you use a small amount of budget to begin with, and you fail quickly. But you don't need that much of a sample to actually get reasonably statistically valid results. And from that, again, that sales funnel, that conversion funnel, whereby you start at, is it an email, is it social media, is it Facebook, what's the page that they go to, which creative works, which creative doesn't work, which converts better, and ultimately which converts to a sale. Now, you don't have to do this, obviously you employ experts to do it on your behalf. But the point is that you're really making the most of your marketing budget, because you're using a small amount to test what works, and when you find the thing that does work, then you invest and you get bigger returns. It's a simple approach, it's a simple methodology, but it really does work. Google used to have a great tool called Website Optimizer. They don't have it anymore, I'm not quite sure why, but you can derive similar results from different tools. And effectively we broke a website down and changed 5 variants. There was an image, we changed a header, we made something white out rather than black on, we made something bolder, and we changed 5 things. And that gave 31 different variants. And from that, those permutations of the website, the difference between the best performing cell and the worst performing cell was double, which is quite astounding when, to the naked eye, apart from the image, the website pretty much looked the same. But it does go to show you that by testing and measuring, even to the point of just changing colours, you can make a significant difference to your results. And it really does make sense, and it's an example of why the data and analysing the data is more important than the creative. Obviously the creative is important, but you need to test which creative works and which creative doesn't. And going on gut feel, which is what most people do, oh, I like this or I like that, and running with it, is passé. To really have a competitive edge, it's very important that you test and measure all the way down the line. So the 3 takeaways are for testing and measurement is really, you need to be working with someone who does it. The amount of different tools that you can use, optimize, press, improvely, a whole range of tools which you can really refine this sort of stuff, Google Analytics. So you need to be working with someone who's au fait with it. Then when you've got the campaign sorted out, and you need to identify the variants of the campaign which you're going to test, and that might be a simple email, just sending out a 5% sample of the email with one set of creative and a 5% email with another. Or even what we're finding is no creative at all works better than with creative, because you're actually getting past all the firewalls, which tend to block images. So you're going to get far more better results by using a 10% sample, testing which one works, and then sending the balance out to 90%. So something as basic as that will get you improved results. When you start to apply that to a website and where the sources of traffic are coming from, using Google Analytics, which would be the next thing, I would strongly recommend that you use Google Analytics or some similar analytical tool. Then you're in a position whereby you can really start to make some intelligent decisions about your marketing. With Google Analytics, the best thing to do is obviously you apply it to your website, and then look at just the basic dashboard, which gives you number of views, number of individual views, the bounce rate, a number of key metrics which you can measure over time. You've then got traffic and the source of traffic, which again will give you percentages of where your traffic is coming from. And then if you use the conversion code, you can then identify which traffic is converting and which isn't. Google themselves now offer a great help service. You can just pick up the phone and ask any questions. But again, if you're using the right sort of agency, the right sort of consultant, they should be able to do this for you and work with you to make sure that you're continually measuring the data over time. Because strangely, when you measure anything, it improves. To make sure that the metrics are going the right way, and as a result, ultimately the profit in your business goes the right way. Because strangely, when you measure things, they improve. I'm not sure which famous guru came up with this. It might have been Bob Townsend or Zig Ziglar or somebody. But it's the basic premise of, if you don't measure anything, you don't know. If you measure things, then you'll understand what's working and what isn't. And as a result, you focus more on the things that work and you cut out the things that don't. And as a result, things improve. And everyone I've ever known who measures, things will always improve. That's just the way, it's the nature of the beast.